Hi, good morning. Welcome to my Wednesday devotional. We are back. It is Esther chapter 8, and we are winding down. We're on the downside of this. But just first to let you know, it's very hot, very sweaty, so I've got the lights down low so the light doesn't reflect, and I've got fans going in the other room, so if you hear that buzzing sound like you're on an airplane, those are my fans. I've got like 4 of them. It's very humid, very sweaty. So you got the air conditioning, fans, everything here in Maryland. So Maryland. Anyway, so just to let you know, if you hear that buzzing sound, you're probably gonna hear that till about September. So anyway, okay, I hope you guys are doing great, and you're not too hot and sweaty wherever you're at, and that you're doing fine. All right, so let's get going. We're on Esther 8. Last week's verses are verses 3 and 4, and then today's going to be 5 and 6. All right, so remember, previously Esther had been very composed when she was speaking to the king, but not this time, okay? And we're going to find out why. All right, so verse 3. Then Esther went again before the king, falling down at his feet and begging him with tears to stop the evil plot devised by Haman the Agagite against the Jews. Again, the king held out the gold scepter to Esther, so she rose and stood before him. Okay, so now she is composed. And we will go to verses 5 and 6. Okay? Esther said, "If it pleases the king, and if I have found favor with him, and if he thinks it is right, and if I am pleasing to him, let there be a decree that reverses the orders of Haman, son of Hammedatha the Agagite, who ordered that Jews throughout all the king's provinces should be destroyed. For how can I endure to see my people and my family slaughtered and destroyed?" All right, there's a lot in there. Remember, a couple things. This is a point where she could have she didn't even have to ask him in the first place, okay? That's the first thing. She could have just been like, all right, Haman's dead. He's not bothering me or my immediate family, so who cares? I'm out. She could have just, exit stage left. We never would have heard of the story, right? No, she got emotional this time, which is really unusual for her, because remember, she's been very composed. So it's really interesting to kind of see her as very human. So the fact that she's been composed all throughout the story, and now she's got the tears, and the king held out his scepter. Remember, if he doesn't, you're beheaded. So that's 2 times that she's passed through, the gates to be able to speak to the king. And so back over here, now, if it pleases the king, and if I've found favor with him. She said that before, remember? That's kind of her famous tagline, if it pleases the king, and if I've found favor with him. And if he thinks it's right, she's really kind of piling that on, this part, right? And what else? And if I'm pleasing to him, getting a little insecurity out there, because he might have been like, but obviously, he's listening still, so she's putting out all her feelers to see what his response is going to be, and if his expression goes, then she would probably switch gears. But instead, she keeps going, let there be the decree that we could just reverse everything that Haman had. So she could have just stopped here, but no, thank goodness, our heroine is a good person on the inside, and she's going all the way. Not only did Haman get the but in addition, let's go ahead and reverse all the orders that Haman had put out. Because for how can I endure to see my people and my family? Amazing that she's including everybody in this. All the Jews get slaughtered. So, amazing amount of courage and guts, and more importantly, what kind of heart she had. It's like I said, a lot of selfish people, even people today, would have been like, not my problem, I'm okay, so who cares? And Mordecai's okay, he's my immediate family. But no, she's like herself, her immediate family, but everyone. So she's just included everyone. So this is just amazing that she, besides her courage, besides her decorum, she pulled herself together. It's her heart, her heart to save all the people, all the Jews, you know. Just amazing. She's our superhero. Supergirl. It's a song. I like that song. Supergirl. That's how I think of Esther. She's the Supergirl. You know, she can just do it all. Even in her human moment. She got her moment of tears and, you know, lack of composure, but, you know, he still liked her, still cared about her, and then she pulls herself together. If it pleases the king, if I please you, you know. It's a little bit of insecurity. But, yeah, I mean, that was also a sense of humility. If it pleases the king, you know, she's still working those, how do you say, those manners, those deals, you know, with the king to make it right, you know. Nowadays, people are very rude, but Esther here has the best manners and decorum, and she is truly a queen. And I hope that a lot of women are striving to be like her. Just beautiful manners and real class act. And you know what? She came from nothing. So when a lot of people say, ooh, you know, they try to justify their bad behavior. Well, this happened to me, and this happened to me, and I didn't have this, and I didn't have that. They do. You see this in society, out in the media all the time. People use that victim status for bad behavior and excuses and reasons why they can't buck up and humble themselves, you know, if it pleases the king, you know. She's very, very servant-hearted, very obedient to him. So I think it's just beautiful. So, all right. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you think about this. You know, when you go out in your daily life this week, really ask yourself, you know, am I being humble and kind, even to strangers, or maybe people you're having interpersonal relationships with, you know? Sometimes the people that know us the best, it is hard to be humble and say I made a mistake or apologize or anything like that. So it takes a true leader, a true person of God to be able to apologize or just humble yourself from the other person. So anyway, I hope you think about that. Okay, all right. So next week we keep rolling with Esther as the weather continues to get hotter outside. We got like the cicadas, or however you want to say it, out there here in Maryland. You know, our trees have come up, so our blossoms are they're gone. Now we're into trees, the green trees. I love it. It's gonna be a beautiful summer. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.